Hi, I'm Jody Weiss, and I work in the emergency room as a nurse. And the day of the big snowstorm, I got stuck at home. I live in Sauk City, which it's about a good 35 to 45 minute drive to work. And the day before, I ended up getting off at 3 o'clock, and I had to go home because I have farm animals at home. I have horses, so I went home. So I made sure everything was good for them because I knew the storm was coming. And then the next morning it didn't look so bad when I looked out the window, and then I went to look at the driveway, and our driveway is over 1,000 feet long. There's a tree line on one side and fencing on the other side, and we couldn't even get a plow in there because they had nowhere to go with the snow. And probably for the whole length of our driveway it was about 5 feet of snow. So my husband had just gotten a new snowmobile the week before, and it's for double. You can put 2 people on there, and so he said, you know what, we could snowmobile over to my dad's house and you could take his Trailblazer. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So I did. We hopped on his bright yellow snowmobile, and it was actually really fun going. We went off the road into this huge drift and just sank right down. I felt like I was in Montana snowmobiling. It was a pretty nice morning. We got to my father-in-law's, which is about a couple miles away from our house, and he had snow drifts all across his driveway, and then we just started laughing, and it's kind of one of those things I didn't know at that point if I was going to get to work or not, but I could see the highway, and the highway looked completely clear. So we had to call his uncle who came over. They have a huge farm where my father-in-law and where my uncle live. They have a huge family farm, and they ended up coming over with this huge tractor. It took my husband's uncle about 10 to 15 minutes for him to take his tractor, and he had a plow so I could get out of my father-in-law's driveway. The tractor almost got stuck a couple times just because the drifts at my father-in-law's house were pretty high as well. But he did get me plowed out with the big old farm tractor. Sure enough, though, I still got to work about 5 minutes early, and which was good. There was a lot of people working double shifts, so it was nice to be able to let them go home once the roads cleared. And the whole way in was beautiful. The roads were plowed very, very well. No drifts at all. So it was just mainly all the side roads and the driveways. And my husband said our driveway finally got plowed out around 2 in the afternoon. We actually had to have someone come over with a bobcat and do it with a shovel because they couldn't even get a plow down our road. They would have got stuck. So it was a very interesting morning. I was very awake, put it that way, taking a snowmobile into town, but it was fun.